Thank you for joining us again. This is Journalist Hangout on Sunday, and I still have Babajide Kolade Otitoju with me and Asukwo James. The Yoruba people usually say, Kasoro, Kababe, ni Yomoluabi. That's meaning staying the truth to one's word. Staying true to one's word is the hallmark of good character. But it seems the 21-year-old Chidinma Ojukwu has a different perspective regarding her involvement in the murder of the CEO of the Super TV, Usifo Ataga. 3 weeks after confessing to killing Ataga in the full glare of the world, Chidinma has recanted. Speaking a few days ago, she says she lied about stabbing Ataga as she was not the one who killed him. But the Lagos Police Command said it has arrested more suspects in connection with the killing, as it has established a case of conspiracy and murder in the matter. Meanwhile, let's hear from Chidinma's first confession while speaking with journalists.
We were together drinking, smoking. We had fun, so I went to get food for all of us, both of us I mean, and then that was what happened. Then on Tuesday, it was trying to make advances on me, which I was tired, but it became violent on it. So he got his way, which I let him, and then in the afternoon, towards afternoon, we ordered for smoke. And also roofies together. So that was what we took, and then we ate the food that we had on Monday. So we became high, and I wasn't happy for the first one he did, so I was still on my own, just smoking and drinking with my food that I've eaten. So he too was on his own couch. Then he came on to me while I was watching movie. We were both watching movie. So he came on to me and I was like, no, that I'm not happy with what you did in the first one. And then I was like, you don't help me, you don't assist me in anything, but yet you just playing with me around. And then it was like, oh, okay, take my ATM now, I can go and withdraw what you want. And then he said the pin. I was like, that's not what I mean, that's not what I meant. So it became violence, or trying to get to me, and I was resisting and defending myself. And at some points he hit my head on the wall, and I also retaliated. And also at some point it was choking me, which I was on the kitchen cabinet. I lay on the kitchen cabinet while he was choking me, and then I stretched out the knife and then I stabbed his neck.
After that, Chidinma spoke in another interview, this time claiming that she knew nothing about Ataga's death. Let's hear her.
I didn't involve anybody. I don't know who must have come into the apartment. Definitely somebody did that, but I don't know who that person is. I don't know what happened when I left to buy the food. I don't know. Because of the thing I did after not alerting police and then also withdrawing money, I feel guilty for what happened. I did not kill him. Knowing full well that I did not kill him, but my doings, taking his money and not reporting the police, I believe that somebody knew where we were and then waited till I left before they could enter. The pressure and people, when I was confronting security guy, and it was like, no, nobody entered into the apartment, that it was just me that entered into the apartment. And knowing full well what I did, withdrawing his money, I just took the blame on myself, that since no one believes, let me just take it. No one is influencing my statements. I've not spoken to anybody, my relation or anybody. I've just been in the self.
All right, the State Police Commissioner Akim Odumosu has offered some clarification regarding both interviews by Chidinma. Let's hear from Police Commissioner Akim Odumosu.
So that video was recorded the 3rd after she was arrested. Not a recent one at all. Not a recent one. So the 3rd after arrest that their video was. So they just brought it out now. It's not the recent one now that he has. But we were saying that, Chidinma, they saw her, are we portraying her as a celebrity? So having this, having that one now, for God's sake, as a suspect, fundamental human rights still exist under the constitution of the country. So but the insinuation that many police want to parry it, that's far, far away from that. That will never happen. That will never happen. So no matter what people will say that to castigate police, whether just as a matter of maybe so coming out to discourage police so that we don't do it now, we'll never. We are progressing. We are progressing. Very, very progressing on that. And in conjunction with Ministry of Justice, we are doing all these ones now. So you'll be shocked by the time I had the opportunity.
All right, Commissioner of Police in Lagos State Akim Odumosu and Babajide, after this clarification, I'm so confused. We are waiting for the police to actually prosecute, send this case to court, and so that we can have a clear picture of what happened. Because the first confession didn't just add up. The second one is more confusing, and what the commissioner is saying now, I don't get.
You know, when she made that first confession, it was clear to many of us that she was just lying. Not only was she lying, she had been thoroughly coached to lie. But because she made some claims that thoroughly exposed her lies in that first confession, and I think that the police at this stage have what looks like a prima facie case against this woman, except the police are deceiving themselves. How do you claim that you killed that man alone, then came back to say no, that you left the building because people are not going to believe you? That was why you claimed that you did it. Who does that? This little girl thinks that the rest of us are fools. In these days of bank transfers, you said he gave you his pin and told you to go and take whatever you wanted. The sensible thing that the man would do is to simply, from his phone, he would transfer whatever he wanted to give you.
If it's
not that he will give you.
Not ATM.
It's clear that this man, because the owner of the hotel, of the service apartment, said that they didn't hear any scream, and it was because he had been drugged and gagged. So even if he was screaming, nobody would hear. Now, this girl said that they took Rofinol. One of the things that Rofinol does is used in American some countries of Europe largely as a rape. I mean, as a date. As a rape. I mean, rape drug. That people want to do one night stand, rape you after meeting you maybe for the first time. They will give you. You will never have the recollection of what happened. So you won't be able to say, okay, this was what they did to me. And not only that, if you took Rofinol, as a woman, you will not be able to procreate, but it will damage your womb permanently. You know? So for this girl to now be narrating what transpired in what appeared like a precise revelation, then it couldn't have been Rofinol that they took. So and it was after relations of Ataga saw the corpse and the fact that his hands were tied. That I said, look, they tied his hands so badly that it even pierced, the ropes pierced the flesh. It was at that point that people started feeling, no, this girl couldn't have overpowered this man this much, to the point of so
tying the hand.
It's clear that she was there at the time when the man was murdered. But she claimed that she left the building and she did not know when anyone came. Well, unfortunately for her, the police, even when she was calling the owner of the apartment, trying to ask for some information and all that, they said constantly it will bar her number. It will block her number so that they cannot call her back. At that point, she didn't know that she was already being investigated. This woman was also, she used a WhatsApp number, a USA WhatsApp number, to call them and claim that she was coming to Nigeria for the first time. I mean, coming to Nigeria, that she just needed a place that was safe so that she could do, what's it called, quarantine. Yeah? You had on you a fake license, driver's license, in the name of Mary Johnson, but with your own picture. So there's a lot that suggests that, look, this person
might be an organized crime.
Yes, and I'm happy now that the police said they have arrested some people. They suspect that this is clearly a case of conspiracy. I want Odumosu and his men to be patient, because this will define Odumosu's time as Lagos Police Commissioner. I believe that in this country, the Lagos State Police Command is the best equipped in our country, outside of Abuja, the best equipped. So they have all the tools to unravel this. If they fail to do it, posterity will judge them harshly. We have a bad case on our hands, and the police must thoroughly handle this matter in a manner that Nigerians will be convinced that the police has acquitted itself competently.
When people are complaining about this series of interviews, you know, granting interview. The last interview she granted, she looks like a model. This interview you are saying, she was so bad there and everything.
Like Kim Kardashian.
Yes, the last one, so organized, as if they were even it was edited. Background music was even, you know, inserted and everything. I don't get.
That's a program. They have their right. They have a right.
Yes, they have a right to book.
As in the way she looks, her hair and everything. So don't even look. She's not looking stressed or being under pressure.
It's good that the police, they're actually treating her, you know, that way, so she doesn't find an excuse to say that she was treated badly. And in a case like this, I want to believe the police will have to treat her well so that they can get all the information that they need from her. And from the number of suspects that the police, I believe that it is from her phone and from what she has confessed. That is why the police have gotten these suspects. So if you treat someone
to stealing the man's iPhone.
Yes, you know, iPhone, and so I'm seeing somebody who is deep from this girl. She's not just, she might be beautiful, young, but she's deep. So the police will have to also, they have their hands full. The Lagos Police Command has his hands full with this girl. So they need to be very, very careful, tactful in how they are dealing with this matter. Because there are so many people who want to see how this case will end up.
Yes.
You know, because you can't just start a case. We have started the whole trial in the media. So we need to see when the case will start proper. And I tell you, Ayo, it's going to be one of the celebrated cases in Nigeria. Because people want to see what really happened. We've been hearing bits and pieces of how the whole thing
Can't put it together.
You know, our confession, our first confession, our second confession, you know, doesn't add up. If you listen to what she said in the beginning,
look at a man. Let's even face it as men. Let's talk like sensible, like men. A man that had been sleeping with you before, a man that you were anxious to sleep with to the point of on your own booking an apartment.
Yeah, and you are using fake
both
name.
of you you have slept with you twice. You now brought the issue of rape. You know, rape is the crime, the easiest crime for a woman to pin on you when it's only both of you that are in the room. It's the easiest. You know, so but for somebody that What is the thing that you are now? You came out, nobody, they didn't see bruises. You said this, you tried to guard.
Even hit your head on the wall.
This and that.
No blood,
bruises,
no blood stain,
no
nothing.
bruises. And when they
overpowered him.
Yeah, you claim that you overpowered him, but when they entered the house, blood stains everywhere suggested that the man must have struggled and struggled before eventually gave up the ghost. You know, they said he was a boxer. So how could a boxer be so easily overpowered by this harmless looking woman? So the confessions are full of lies, and it will do the police tremendous credit to just let us know what exactly happened, so that the case can go to court and justice
the earlier the better.
The earlier the better, because this is irritating. We don't know who will go back there now to talk to this girl again, and she'll be sitting down like a Kim Kardashian and talking like a celebrity woman. No, or somebody are taking a life.
And the police must have a full proof case.
Yes.
Before they go to court.
Yes, exactly. Because if they don't, they are going to boggle the case. So they need to be tactful.
Everybody involved to be arrested. I'm happy that they said they've arrested some. They should still wait and get everyone arrested. And I hope we can get accelerated hearing. It's so painful that you have someone like Evans. After all these years, we've not been able to put him in jail.
Yes.
You know, so I don't understand.
The other day I saw Evans, the latest picture of Evans. It was like night and day. You know, he has changed completely. You won't even know it was Evans. Yeah, but she's even looking, you know, we need her to, you know, look at her best. Get all the facts and the information from her, so that we can end this case, and then even the family of the deceased can also, you know, breathe easy.
Closing in on this one, the level is shows the level of parenting right now, all-time low.
That one is another case.
We have women who live with their parents. When you see them, you think they are the best of the best. If you saw this girl out there, you would think that she's just an innocent virgin walking the streets of Lagos. You would never think that she could go to this length. That is why even Shakespeare said that there is no art
in the mind's construction on the face.
Of reading the man's mind by the construction of his face. So that is the thing. You look at her, but you see somebody clearly working with other people and plotting. He was blocking. At the point, told the hotel staff that they should stop disturbing her. That she does not want disturbance. And barring, you call them, but they will not be able to call you back. She didn't know that at that time investigation of her matter had begun. So this is the thing. I think that with time, when the police are ready, their own facts that they will give us will be greater than what this girl has inadvertently gave us, because she claimed that she stole only 380,000 and not the 5 million that was transferred to her account. So what is the meaning of that?